good matchup at 149 here. Stanford the favorite here with the 11th ranked Jaden Abbas, redshirt junior, 19-4. He's out of San Diego. Viktor Voinovich, 21st ranked, redshirt freshman for Oklahoma State, 13-6 out of Brecksville, Ohio. And Hardell, the Abbas family has been pretty good.
They've been extremely good, you know, and actually, you know, Jaden Abbas is the son of Jerry Abbas, which was a national finalist and a runner-up for Fresno State. And he's also, his uncle is Stephen Abbas, which is a 3-time NCAA champion and an Olympic silver medalist in 2004, and had some of the nasties where there was single legs, double legs, head snaps, go-behinds, and just a very, very creative style, fun style of wrestling for the Abbas family.
He had a bunch of matches where he had 10 takedowns.
Yes, and you know, he was just a fun wrestler to watch.
Good little counter, a little pass by there by Abbas, and he gets two as they go off of Voinovich's shot.
Yep, there's some of that slickness right there by Abbas. And like I said, he's Jerry's son, but just kind of looking at him in this singlet with that back, he's got Stephen Abbas. He's got his uncle's back.
He's just bigger.
He's a good size 49-pounder.
Voinovich, and Abbas decides he's not that interested in riding, pushes him away. I'm assuming that Abbas is like his relatives. He'd rather go on his feet.
Yeah, you know, that's his game plan. And I will say, you know, even something from watching Stephen wrestle a little bit more than actually Jerry. Stephen ended up being he was tough on top too. Like, he would do a lot of turns, but watching him wrestle on his feet was something amazing to watch as well.
First minute passed by in the opening period. 2-1 Abbas with that early takedown. Actually off of a little shot by Voinovich. He just kind of did a little pass by and took Voinovich down very quick. Oh, Voinovich back in. A good whizzer thrown in by Abbas.
Yeah, good flurry there. Abbas going for that ankle pick.
It looked like Voinovich almost was going to get to the legs and have a shot, but very quick on the reaction by Abbas.
Yep. Abbas doing a good job of controlling Voinovich's right wrist over there as well. Little ear-to-ear tie here. Minute 10 left in this first period.
Still 2-1, Abbas.
Abbas circles back to the middle here. Good hands.
Under a minute to go in the first. Not a lot of action since that second little flurry. And
right.
Obviously being cautious now.
You had Abbas scoring early in the first part of the match within, seemed like 5 or 10 seconds or so, and they had that little flurry here, and kind of everything else has just kind of been little 2-on-1s, grabbing wrist, little clubs here and there. So there's that ankle pick.
And he got to Voinovich's ankle there. Voinovich throws in the hip lock or whizzer, whichever you prefer, and trying to fight out of it. Has to dive back through. He's in some trouble. Abbas gets the two.
Oh, he's going to be in trouble there.
Right there.
There's his 2 points.
And he gets that with 13 seconds left in the period. Another one of those great late period moves. And he'll take a 4-1 lead, I believe. I don't think anything else is going to happen here. Into the second period. Good slickness.
And this is where this takedown comes from. Abbas was controlling his wrist the whole time. He's already in on the leg there from the ankle pick. Voinovich tries to roll. Abbas does a good job catching that leg. Has a half. Voinovich understands I got to bail out before I give up more than 2 points.
Absolutely. And Voinovich chooses bottom to start the second. Let's see if Abbas is more serious about riding now than he was in the first period.
Abbas is doing a good job with that claw, kind of just eating some clock there. Voinovich gets to his feet.
Again, he wasn't extremely serious about trying to break him down and ride him. He's doing so well on his feet.
Right.
Using that leverage and size, he's pretty good size 149-pounder.
He is. And once again, Voinovich has not been able, once I said before, I've said this before, head-hands defense. Hasn't been able to get through Abbas's head and or his head just yet. Where Abbas has been able to create some angles and get to Voinovich's ankles. And off of that pass by.
Stall warning on Abbas. Staying outside the circle.
So Voinovich is going to have to continue to keep this pressure here. Obviously, Abbas is a wily vet, you know what I mean? So he's comfortable here.
Voinovich, redshirt freshman, first year in the lineup, and he's done well. He's worked his way into the top 21 in these intermat rankings. We should point out, wait a minute, Abbas sitting on the leg again. Voinovich sprawls back.
That was that looked like his uncle there. He kind of faked at Voinovich's left leg and went to the right leg. A little bit of misdirection there. I only saw that just because I was right here seeing it. If you're probably up top, you probably didn't see it that much.
Now, this time Voinovich does get to the leg. Stacked position by Abbas. Voinovich trying to turn into him. If he can clear one of those legs and turn in, and of course his own ankle is trapped there. Abbas has the right ankle of Voinovich trapped.
This is a crucial sequence for Voinovich here. He's got to win this scramble. Abbas is good in these positions. There's 15 seconds left here, Jay.
Big chance for Voinovich. Abbas does not want to give up these two and stalemate calls. Mentioned the rankings. Intermat does a good job. That's who these rankings were showing today. Flow wrestling, amateur wrestling news are all good, but realistically, the only rankings that count now, the coaches poll. Coaches poll is what's used in deciding who goes to the NCAA tournament. That, the RPI, and the win percentage. So these other rankings, nothing against them. They're just kind of for discussion's sake right now. So 4-1, or 4-2 rather, going to the third period after the no real points in the second period other than the escape by Voinovich. So 4-2, riding time 29 seconds. Abbas underneath.
Voinovich gave an optional start. Obviously understands what he's got to do here. Get to his feet. Good re-attack by Abbas, though.
5-2 with the escape is awarded. Voinovich got a little more aggressive here lately, but let's see if he can make something work to get back into this match. Abbas has been tough defensively.
Yes, he has.
And slick with a couple of takedowns.
Voinovich's got to keep those feet moving because Abbas is always looking for angles.
Good shot by Voinovich. Gets in there, trying to turn into Abbas.
Straight over the top in that waterfall.
He's to clear his own ankle, does Voinovich. Right foot is tied up.
Yep.
He's reaching down, trying to break it free, but hasn't yet.
Abbas is hanging on to that foot. Voinovich's got to try to look to put him in danger if he can.
Almost has him in danger, but not quite. Still no takedown. Still 5-2 on the board.
This is almost the same position they were in at the end of the second period.
Nothing
yet. No.
Official brought that hand up. I thought he was going to say that's 2. That is our lead official today. Is it Casey Fix?
Johnson.
J.R. Johnson. Casey Fix is the referee number 2, or second referee as it's called in the rule book. We usually say referee and assistant. Again, Voinovich is in. Abbas fighting it off again. Better position.
He's got to hustle and cut him. Abbas is going to reach for a leg. He's smart here because he's bleeding clock right here.
22 seconds left. He's got to get him away. 6-4. Voinovich has to score here to tie it. Abbas hanging onto that elbow, killing the clock.
Yes.
10 seconds left. And he gives up a stalling point, does Abbas, but that'll just make it 6-5. Only 3 seconds left, so Abbas is going to hang on here with a 6-5 victory. Good competitive match.
Good competitive match.
That was a fun one.
That was a fun one to watch. That takedown in the second period with 15 seconds left determined that whole match. That was a good one, though.
So Stanford on the board. They trail 6-3 now, do the Cardinal. We'll be back with a 157-pound matchup next, and that's one of our highlight matchups.